people. Hi guys. Welcome to Charities Baba USA, your number one channel. I'm here. You know, I was reading to one of your comments and someone says that I don't do intro on my videos. I do, guys. But most of the videos that I did when I was in Kenya, I did them at, on impasse. Like, I would just do videos, and there are so many, I have to edit them, and I don't have time to edit. So if they come like that, just watch them. It's not that they have a problem. It's only that I will do a lot of editing, but it's gonna take a lot of time, and those videos are gonna be updated. So if it doesn't have an intro, it's okay. Just watch what's there, and the others are gonna be fine. Because I do like some of these, the ones that I do when I'm here, they're more planned, they're carefully planned. But those ones that I was doing in Kenya, some of them was like, I need to do a video. There's so much going on. There are my kids around me, like there is so much that's going on. I see a good thing, I want to film it. So that's what I was doing. So this is Charities Baba USA, your number one channel. I'm going to work. And today I'm driving my husband's car, so it's a little bit taller, so I feel awkward, but it's okay. I hope you're doing fine. I'm doing very, very, very well. And it is gonna be a long shift. And there was a video that I had done with another lady a while ago about my nursing. And I also was just looking at a comment that someone was like, why did you want to become a nurse? I want to do a video of why I wanted to become a nurse. Of course, it was a childhood dream, but I want to dig deeper into why I did want to do nursing, or not even necessarily nursing, even getting into the healthcare field, why I did that. But for now, I want to talk about the coming days. We are almost in October, and you know what October means. October means that the DV lottery is gonna be on, the first days of the month up to the first days of November. People are going to be filling the DV lottery, and it's important for you to know and to have the details, and just to be, especially for the newest people. And like I say, if you want to know more of the DV lottery, go back to my videos, guys, because I've done so much. I've talked extensively about it, and I know that you'll get more information from there, but I'm just going to touch on the basics about the DV lottery, because I know you guys are preparing. I know some of you are, you're just waiting for the day and you're ready to go. So what do you need to have there and then when you're starting off the DV lottery? The first thing that you're going to have before even you go to the internet, before even you go to the cyber, before even you think to do the application, you must have a photo that meets their requirements, guys. And I'm going to pin a video here that I did about the photo requirements, because I've done that and I don't want to repeat that. So you have to watch that video for you to get the right photo, not just a photo that just out of a whim. No, it has to be the right one. But I'm going to touch on some of the things for the measurements. When you watch that video, you're going to see how much it needs. But basically, that photo, your face has to be seen, clearly seen. So one person was like, can I have braids when I am taking that photo? Yes, you can, but your braids must be held behind. Can I have a weave? Can I have a wig? Yes, but it has to be held behind, whereby your ears are being seen, your eyes are seen clearly, and everything. Can I wear glasses? Yes, you can wear glasses only if you have a letter from the doctor that says that you need those glasses. But if you don't, then they need to see your face clearly. Can I wear a hijab? Yes, but make sure that your face is being seen very, 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 very vividly, even if you have your hijab on, because that's religion, and they normally don't discriminate against religion. But those are some of the things that you have to know. Can you wear makeup? Yes, you can wear makeup, but not like it's not like you're going for a party, just wear a simple makeup Makeup is good, it enhances your looks, but do not overdo it. Just do simple makeup and you're good to go. The best thing, you can take that photo using your iPhone if you're very accurate and you know that you're gonna do a good job. But I always recommend you go to a professional photographer. It's very, very important for that photo to be taken by a professional photographer, especially because of the lighting and because of the measurement. Because they look at the light. Is it too dark? Is it too light? They look at all that in your photo. So you have to make sure that your photo meets the requirements. Remember, the background has to be a plain background. It cannot have pictures. It cannot have, and a white background is good. Clear white background is good. And for the kids, if you have kids, make sure that you give them a background. Don't hold them. Make sure that your face is being seen, that you're not looking away. Unless it's a baby it's an infant who is below 6 months old. You can still take a picture, but sometimes they can take an exception because those little ones, sometimes it's hard for them to keep their head straight, But if it's a child, a baby, make sure that their face is focused on the camera. So that's important, guys. So when you have your photo, you're kind of ready to go. The other thing that you will need is information about your date of birth. That should be on your birth certificate. Make sure that the information on your birth certificate and on your ID, if you have an ID, matches. That's very, very important for you to have. The other thing is that make sure that you spell your names the way they are on your legal documents. And if you find that maybe your birth certificate and whatever, just use the name that's on your legal document or on your birth certificate, and then afterwards, when you have won the DV lottery, we can go to the process of getting an affidavit and verifying your name. So it's very, very important. Now, the other thing is that if you are married, include your kids, include your spouse, your husband, and include, if you have stepchildren that you have legally adopted, it's very, very important for you to include them. And do not leave anyone, because the rules, they want you to, and I'm going to pin the rules there because they are rules. This is not something that I am saying just like that, because they have rules. They have they have a whole PDF that has rules about oh, I keep on putting a signal and I cannot get rid of the signal. I don't know what's going on with my car. Oh. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, I got it. I fixed it. Sometimes I fight with this. Still going. I just like to show you around. When I'm doing my car, you seeing the scenery. I'm in a curve and I'm going to exit to another highway. So make sure that your family dynamics are in order. There was a person who asked me about a marriage certificate. They have been married for 23 years and she's wondering if she can apply for the DV lottery because they don't have a marriage certificate. And when we applied for the DV lottery, we did have a marriage certificate, guys, but we had been married. Because, everywhere there is customs and everything. So that doesn't mean because you didn't do a white wedding and you don't have that piece of paper, you're not married. But when you win your DV lottery, it is very, very important for you to legalize your marriage. And if they wanted to look for more proof, if they were not sure, then they would ask for some things. Maybe you have kids, like us, we had kids. So there was nothing like, that would say that we were not married, even if we had to get our marriage certificate after we won the DV lottery. So it's not a problem. You can get that. The thing that you cannot do is maybe like right now, you're just single, and then you win the DV lottery, and then you decide you're going to add another person there, and you call them, you say that you're married, and it doesn't add up. There's some that can raise red flags, but that doesn't mean that your life should stop because you have because you can fill out the DV lottery in October and maybe you had planned to do a wedding in December or January or whatever. Then there is no way that you can say that because you are single, then you're gonna, when you get your DV lottery, you're gonna still continue as single. No, but you have to show facts. But you cannot add people. You're not allowed to add people on the DV lottery. Maybe your girlfriend or whatever. You're not supposed to add those people, because if you add those people, guys, you're gonna be in so much trouble, and you might not get your visa. You cannot add your grandkids. You know, there's this thing that happens whereby girls, they have babies, or boys. Mostly it's females, I would say, because I've seen it so much, whereby a girl has a baby out of wedlock, and they leave the kid with the mom. The mom is the one who is taking care of it. Some of them, they literally abandon those kids to their mothers. So those kids are brought up by their mothers, and then maybe the mom was like, I'm going to fill out the DV lottery, and then they win. They cannot add that child. They cannot claim them as their child because it is not their child. Okay? So unless they have legally adopted them. And when it comes to adopting, and when it comes to children, the US laws are very strict, guys. And I want to give you an incident whereby when we were coming from Kenya, and we were coming, because we have to go through the port of entry. Even if we are US citizens, we still have to go to somewhere where they have to check, you know. So my children's passports, they have the picture that's on their passport is when they were little. Like Christine's passport, is it Christine? Yeah, Christine's passport. The picture that's there looks like, not Christine, let's see. Yeah, looks like she is the, no, it's not Christine, it's Olivia. Yeah, Olivia's passport. Olivia's passport, the picture that is on her passport looks like she is Grace, because that photo was taken when she was very little, and right now she's 8 years old, so she looks a little bit different. And then for Grace, it was when she was very, she was an infant. Actually, she was so young. So I do remember when we went to cross, so there's this officer who asked questions. They asked the kids questions. So she was like, what did she ask? She said, what grade are you on? So she was asking Olivia. And then I answered, like I didn't realize that I wasn't supposed to answer. And then she asked about what grade is your, what's the birthday of your little sister? She asked, you know, Olivia is 8 years old, so she knows her sister's birthday. No, she said, how old is your younger sister? Not the birthday. How old is your younger sister? And I answered, but I wasn't supposed to answer. So the officer was like, let her answer. So she asked her different questions so that maybe she could be sure that those are my kids. It's not that they don't say, it's not that they had a doubt, but you find that it's like everyone who is coming through the port of entry, they have to be asked a question, and sometimes it's not directed to you, it's directed to the child who is understanding, so that they can know for sure, are those your kids? Because people traffic children, you know, people traffic children. It's like in healthcare, whereby when we have patients, you're supposed to treat, especially the bodily fluids, if it's anything that is bodily, you're supposed to protect yourself. You cannot go in without gloves, because you are saying that that patient is not it's not infectious. You're supposed to treat each case as if there is an infection, so that you can be able to protect yourself, and at the same to protect that patient, and also to protect the other patients. You see what I mean? So what I'm saying is that they can ask questions, and that's where when it comes to this adoption things, sometimes if they are in doubt, you know, they are in so much doubt, believe me, they will tell you to go and get a DNA test. They will, you know. So you don't want to go through that, and that's why you cannot, even if you have been living with your grandchildren, or you have taken your sister's kids, unless you have adopted them legally, you have documentation to show that you have adopted those kids legally, you cannot add them on your DV lottery, guys. And this is very, very, very important things that you have to know about the DV lottery, because some people win and then they end up messing up because they're not being very honest, and then they end up losing that opportunity. And I normally tell you that DV lottery, winning the DV lottery is an opportunity of a lifetime, guys. No, but not everybody wins the DV lottery. Because that thing is done in the whole world, and only 55,000 visas are available, you know. So if you count 55,000 55,000 visas, it includes the family members, you know, if there's family members, if all that, guys. So it's important for you to know some of these things. The other thing is that when you're filling out your DV lottery, at the beginning when it starts on, you are going to have a lot of difficulty, especially to do the application the first days, because those websites are jammed. So try not to apply when it is the first day or when it is the last day, because the last day everybody, you know, everybody wants to do something last minute. Try and maybe wait, and maybe in like 3 days, when the 3 to 4 days, 5 days, whatever, you know, the website has kind of stopped being very busy, and then you do application, so that you don't have problems, because sometimes you look for the website, you can't find it, and then you know, those the DV lottery day, like I can't find the website, am I on the right website, all that. And remember that the DV lottery is free. Nobody should charge you for filling out, unless you're going to someone's cyber and you're using their internet, and you have to pay for that, you know. That's the only time that you're supposed to pay for it. But the thing, the application itself, you should be able to do it for yourself. It's self-explanatory, guys. Very, very self-explanatory. It's only asking about your date of birth. It's only asking about maybe the job that you do. It's only asking whether you are married or whether you are divorced, or whether you're a widow or a widower, you know, how many kids you have, and their date of birth. You should be able to fill out that for yourself. And that's why I like talking about the DV lottery, because it's something that you can fill out for yourself. You can even use your phone. If you have very good internet and you have a smartphone, you will be able to do it on the phone. Believe me, you will. Because you find that nowadays we are so much, like, the world has evolved to an extent, like most of the things that you're doing them on your phone. So it's very easy for you to be able to do it on the phone, because the phone has become something that, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because sometimes the phone affects the family dynamics, and it's you know, it's oh gosh, I don't know what I can say about the phone, because sometimes you find that people have replaced the phone with they just want to be on the phone. They don't even have time for family and all that. But at the same time, the mobile phone is really, the cell phone is really good, because you can do so many things with it. You can do your work with the phone. So you can be able to fill out your DV lottery using your phone. But if you're not able to, and you don't have a computer, go find where you can access a computer, there is good internet, and you fill out. And in case you're not able to fill out for yourself, because there are some people who will not be able to fill out for themselves because of different reasons, make sure that the person who is filling out for you, you are not standing behind the screen. Do not stand behind the screen when someone is filling your DV lottery. Stand where you can see what they are filling out. Are they entering the right date of birth? Are they entering the right information? You have to see what they are entering for you, so that even when, by the time you're done filling out your DV lottery, then you will get a confirmation number. Now that confirmation number should be printed. You can take a picture, because immediately you submit your application, the confirmation number is going to come out. It's a unique number. It's a very long number that you should keep. That's your key to checking whether you have been selected or not come May 2025, guys. So I'm doing this video right now. I know it's still very early. You know, when you're driving and there's someone with a motorbike or they are in a bicycle, you should give them the distance that you should give a regular car. That's why you see I slowed down because of that guy who had a bike, because you have to be very careful. Right now I'm in downtown. I'm almost like 3 or 4 minutes away to work. It's still very early. I like to go early to work. So guys, I hope that you're getting what I'm saying, that the DV lottery, you have to have those things, and I cannot stress enough, you know, Don't be the last minute person. Right now, if you're interested in filling out the DV lottery, I have everything ready. Look up the website, travel.state.gov. Read more about it, you know. You don't have to be told by verify, you know, like the information that I'm talking about right now. Go back and verify and see if it's the truth, you know. Just go verify, see if it's the truth. And make sure that you're ready. That's important. There's another person who told me, who was asking if I could talk about the B1 and B2 visa. That is the visitor's visa, and I'm gonna do, I don't know, I do have that video. I know I do have it. I'm gonna try and pull it up. If I'm not able to pull it up, then I'll do another one. But I'm sure that I did that visa. I did it because I do remember I did it close to when my mom was coming here to the US, and you know, I was able to explain very, very, very well. But if I do not have it on my profile, and if you don't see it on my profile, kindly reach out and I'm gonna do that video. So for now, I hope that this one is gonna help. Be prepared, guys. You must be prepared for the DV lottery. I know it's a good opportunity. It's the easiest way, guys, for you to know that you have a ticket to come and live in America and have a job, change your life, you know. It's just try, guys, you know. And then you know there's always haters. I like the haters because they still watch my videos even if they're hating. So there was this person who was like, you always show us about US and you don't want to host people. Now, hosting people is a choice, guys. It's a choice that you make, and I don't have to explain myself why I don't host people anymore. I have talked about it, why I'm not hosting right now, because my house is full. And if my house is full, my family comes first, guys. It does come first. And if there is no space, and if I feel like I don't have the resources right now to do hosting, then I can't do it, you know. I cannot do it. There are people who charge for those services. You can find out and see if you can go do that. But right now I'm not hosting, and it might be a while before I start hosting people. What I do is that I sit down here, I give you information about the DV lottery, and you know, it's all about being proactive. It's all about asking nicely. It's all about networking. You know, it's all about how well, you know, I might not know you physically or personally, but if you reach out in a good way, I might be able to help. Because it doesn't mean that you have to come and live in my house for you to be hosted. No, you don't need to, but there is a way that you can ask, and maybe you can get help. It depends. But there's one thing that I know about us Africans, that we don't know how to ask nicely. And sometimes we are so arrogant. I've seen it even, I'm a very, like, I can tell, I know, I can tell, maybe by body language or by whatever, but I always sense when a person is very good, a person is very, very, very bad. But you find that some of us Africans can be very rude. Even at my place of work, I just look at some of us, and we just come from Africa, but you find that someone just decides to be so rude. Maybe you're asking them just a simple question, you're like, or maybe you just made a comment and they're so rude, you're like, oh my God, what's the point? You don't have to be rude about anything. Just ask nicely, and that's how you get help. You don't have to be arrogant. It doesn't cost, I normally say that it doesn't cost anything to be nice. It does not. You just have to be kind, you just have to be nice. But it is what it is. People are different, but for now I am not hosting anybody. And it is what it is, because I have hosted before, and I'm so happy that even the person that I hosted, like, they were successful by the time that they left my house, you know. So if you go back to my videos, you will see what I can do if I have that opportunity. But if I don't have it right now, then it is what it is. But if you reach out to me nicely, and you are you know, that doesn't mean that you cannot get help. You can always get it. But let's leave that story for another time, because even maybe the people who are asking, they don't even have the DP lottery. So waiting for some people to cross so that I can go and park my car. This one might warrant me to go like higher, so that I can go to a good, again, I can get a good space to park this car. So guys, I wish you all the best in whatever that you're doing. I think there's a parking over there that I can park my car. No, I think I have to go some more. Okay. Goodness gracious, I think I'll let it go fast. Oh. Hey, it's harder when you have to pass so many cars. So I like to drive my own car, because my own car I'm kind of used to it. But if it is Francis' car, sometimes it's just so hard. Oh gosh. But I'm here, guys. Okay. I'm here finally. And I'm gonna go to work. I'll see you in another video. I hope this one is gonna help. Thank you and God bless you.